What's going on YouTube? It's Playmaker Way. It's Way with the Playbook. Y'all read the title. So really quick, I just want to break down this trade that I called in the free signal. Yes, I do have a free signal ring. First link in the description. I call 3 to 5 signals free per day. They all average around 30 to 100 pips for currency pairs. Metals usually 400 to 1,000 plus, and then futures and indices is usually like at least 3,000 plus pips. You're going to go ahead and see that on the right side of your screen. But as you see, this trade I want to break down. This is going to be a trade breakdown for SPX500. Okay. We caught over 13,000 pips, which is insane. Now, it was a little bit over a day. Usually we close the trades before market closes at 6 o'clock. I mean, 5 o'clock my time. But this one I held overnight as well as one market was closed because I saw that it was still going to be going up. And the signs that showed me it was still going to be going up, I'll break that down in just a little bit. But as you can see, it's chilling right here. So honestly, it could push and breach the top of the zone tomorrow. That'd be awesome. But we entered right here. We entered at, well, I had multiple entries. The first entry I called with my students was around 41.48. I'm going to show that on your screen. But then the free signal after, it went up a little bit. So it was over here when I kind of called it. We went up a little bit, went down a little bit, but then it dropped all the way down, retraced. But I knew that it was going to keep going up. So I kept holding. And all I did was simply add another entry right here at 41.18. Okay. And that's when I called it out for the free signal as well. Cause I was like, hey, it retraced all the way. Might as well have everyone eat. And as you can see, literally from there, after it retraced, there was literally no drawdown under the zone, at least that is, after I called that signal. So this was actually a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade, actually. There was literally no drawdown. Like as soon as you shot up, it was just, you know what I'm saying, just profit after profit. And it was playing around here because this is the 15-minute time frame. So it was playing around for a little bit, as you can see right here. But at this time here, look at this huge candlestick that really broke past this level right here. That's what we needed. After this candlestick appeared, look what happened. It literally stacked on top of this level of price and then just kept on pushing from there. So this was amazing, okay? Now I'm gonna do a bar replay at the end of this just to explain it, but you see this blue line here. The blue line is I'm a zone trader, so I trade zone to zone. It's like price action, support resistance, but it's a little bit more in depth and more precise in my opinion. You see, most people have a little box they like to, mark up the support resistance levels, but there's no box. It's literally a simple line, and just look how precise these lines are. Like literally, price touched it, retraced, shot back up, touched again, shot back up, boom, touched it, and it shot up. You know what I'm saying? And then we can even look at price right here. Look how price treated this. It touched it. As soon as it touched it, shot down, broke above it, retested, danced on the line, broke under, touched it a few times, broke back up a support level, broke under, support level, resistance, and then broke back down for resistance. Boom, boom, boom. Called a sell here this day, caught a few hundred pips, a couple thousand actually. And we caught a few thousand pips. And then it retraced back up. And then from here, it continued the uptrend. It just got stuck in the level of traffic. And then yesterday and today is when the big move finally happened. Okay. So now let me break down exactly why I even called this trade out. So the first thing I do before I even enter a trade, I go on the daily time frame. Why? Because we are day trading. You can go on the weekly. I look at the weekly every now and then. So I look at the weekly like literally maybe like once a week or the beginning of the month, end of the month. But for the most part, I'm strictly looking at the daily time frame because I honestly don't want to hold a trade longer than 2 days. 2 days is really pushing it in my opinion. Most of the moves happen or end right before market closes, vice versa. One time I'll hold a trade and add multiple entries is if I see it truly, continuing the direction it's going. First thing I do is I zoom out, simply just zoom out. That way I can quickly and efficiently identify the key support resistance levels, okay? So right off the rip, we can see this right here. This is a key support resistance level. We can identify this right here. So I'm gonna put a line right there. And so what you want to do first is just literally identify, use this dotted line to line things up and just identify key support resistance levels. Okay, and how you do that is you see where price constantly would go, and then how price reacted when it hit these levels. Okay, so let me put a line right here. So you see right here, it hit it and then it shot back up. And you see right here, when it hit it, it shot up as well. Then touched it, shot up again, touched and shot up. So that's why I have that marked off. Then I can have this marked off as well right here. So this is what I do. And then I just go zoom in and make the lines more precise. But then after you have your zones marked up, you want to determine the trend. Okay, and that is very simple to do. So what I like to do is use these arrows for demonstration purposes. So you see we were in a downtrend for a few months here. Then after it hit the zone twice, it broke back up, created this level of traffic on the daily time frame, and then shot back down. Look at this gap right here. That's craziness. So it shot down, then came back up, and this would have been a lower high. But right here, I have a video explaining this actually. It failed to make a new lower low. It retraced. It didn't break this lower high. I mean, it didn't break this high. Again, for the second time, after it failed to make a lower low again for the second time, it shot back up, broke above these two highs, showing that an uptrend will begin soon, most likely. And this was the confirmation. So after it broke up here, boom, 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 and we're in the uptrend. So for the most part, we've been looking for buys. So now that we know we're in the uptrend, that's when we go to the smaller time frames to see exactly how price is moving and how price is acting during this time. Okay. And how we do that is first, I'm going to do a bar replay so we don't see what's going on right here. But how we would do that is we go first, I go on the 4 hour time frame, right? And so I see that price is broke above this zone, is on top of the zone still. So this is good because we're in the uptrend. So this is our support level. And then we see that price, the rejection wicks right here. You see these rejection wicks right here and how it rejected once it touched this zone. That is showing me that it wants to stay above this zone as a support level. And this right here, what y'all call engulfing candles, order blocks, whatever the case may be, showed me this huge rejection after touching it, as well as this rejection would show me that there is still bullish pressure in the market and an uptrend it still wants to do. But due to the level of traffic to the left, it has been struggling a little bit, as you can see from these retracements and this just mess right here. But overall, I knew I was still going to be looking for buys because you always want to go with the trend. The trend is very much your friend. So after I see that it's on the 4 hour time frame what it's doing, I might go on the 1 hour just to break it up a little bit so I can see exactly what it's doing and more precise. And so when I did that, I can see that price broke above this level of price and is going to stack on top of it. Okay, that's what price do. Price stacks on top of other layers of price and uses it to continue going up or uses that pressure to keep going down. Okay, hope that makes sense. So after I see that confirmation, I go on the 15-minute time frame, and that's when you can really see the dotted green line, how price is on top of this level of price. And since I saw that, one is above this blue line here and is above this level of price. So you know it's an uptrend as well. So that's when I was like, okay, we're definitely going to call buys. Well, like again, I called buys here because I already had a position up here-ish. And then when it hit the zone, that's when I called a buy around here-ish. Okay. So after it broke this level of price and it broke this level of price, that's when I was like, okay, it's definitely going to go our way. Because what is price most likely going to do? We know on the daily time frame we're in the uptrend. Check. We also know that it's above this level, it's treating this line as a support level. So what is price most likely to do? Is it most likely to break this level and then break this level and then continue to the downside? Or is it most likely to continue on to the upside? Okay. And let me go on a full screen because I want y'all to see how price actually moved in real time. So you saw how it retraced and then it went back down and it shot up immediately. It literally used this as a trampoline to continue to project itself up. Now I want you to see how price is going to use this level as another trampoline to project itself up. Watch. You see that? It retested it and used it to continue going up to the upside. And this is that crazy 15-minute candle I told you about. So after it retested this level, just look where it closed at, right here, above this lower price, right where those wicks are. And after it tested a bunch of times, it shot up, rejected after it hit this level. Look where the wick hit. It hit underneath this level of price. Then it rejected. But after it rejected, it touched this level of price again. Look at the dotted line. And then it shot up. Now, obviously, realistically, price will not create a gigantic candlestick like this all the time. But this just really went in our favor because, again, as you can see here, price failed to break this high multiple times. In fact, it failed to break this level of traffic multiple times here. You see, because remember, I called the buy originally at like 44, 48, something like that. So it hit here, and after that, it rejected and retraced back down because it failed. How many times did it fail to break this level? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times. If you want to count this, 6. So it tried multiple times to break this level, but it got stuck under this level of price. And as you can see, this is a big mess right here. This is that mess on the daily time frame, actually, all of this. So it failed to break that multiple times. It failed to break past this level of price and this level of traffic multiple times, and then retrace back down. But on the daily time frame, we know it is in an uptrend, and we understand why it is struggling to continue the uptrend. So this candle was literally priced in the markets, finally breaking through here to continue up to the upside. That's literally what happened, okay? So let's keep playing. And then look how price using this as a trampoline to continue to push itself up. You see how it kept retracing and then it broke above it, and now it's using this as a level. That's all price does, y'all. You can see this on any chart, any time frame. This is what price does. And then just continue to climb up. It played around on this level for a few hours, but I held it over after market close, and it kept shooting up, and it kept shooting up this morning as well, and actually closed out this morning. I could have kept holding. I'm trying to get more used to holding trades longer, but I just don't really like the swing trading. But sometimes swing trading is the way to go, because especially if you know price is going to keep going up. As you can see, price just kept on climbing and climbing and climbing, and the money on our accounts and our phones just kept growing, growing, and growing. And bar replay is a really great tool and resource so you can really see how price actually moves and reacts. So if you don't have bar replay, I highly suggest it, okay? All right, so I'm just going to let this ride out so you can see what's going on. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions. Make sure to join the free Sigma room, okay? First link in the description. You don't want to miss out on the next 13,000 pip move. And this is just SPX. Okay, you saw on the right side of your screen all the other trades we called out. We called a crazy NAS trade that went 43,000 pips in our favor. I'm going to have a breakdown on that video as well. But until that video comes out, watch my other NAS 100 breakdown I had posted a week or two ago. All right, I'm going to see you on the next video.